Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy Monday. Hope you guys are doing well. So I'm here to discuss a topic on disobedient children. So I'm just here to have a small discussion about children who are being disobedient and they're taking the internet now. And once you see something started to happen, it becomes a trend. Yes, guys, it becomes a trend. So, I just want to have a short little discussion about children who are coming up now and their behavior towards their older siblings, towards their peers, which is older than them, towards elderly people, their teacher, even the very most person who bring them into this world, their parents. So we have a thing to say. When we come from the ghetto, whatever we see around us, but make I tell you something, there's, if you can check the ratio, there's a lot of good children coming up from the ghetto. So nothing is wrong with where you live. Nothing is wrong with where you live. It's how you choose to live your lifestyle. You can live in that ghetto and use nothing like it. So I'm seeing trends now on social media where I was watching a video and I see this father come out and he speak, and I was so proud of him as a father. He come out and he speak against his child, telling the prime minister that when he scold his child, he need to come and take back the lick off him. And I think when I listen to him, honestly, I am so proud of that dad. I am so proud of, and I am with him 100%. Because at the end of the day, they said children live what they learn, and it's what they see in the home that they carry out on the street. So if you can break that root from home, when the child go out and child misbehave and disrespect people, the first thing they will say, hey, you don't know them parents. The parents get the blame. And sometimes some parents really do try. But we have kids that just follow bad company. As I said it again, they are not a leader, they are a follower. Some of them just follow. I was watching something the other day and I see this little boy over in Spanish Town. And when I watched the video, I watched the video about like 50 times because I really want to see what he was really doing. And when I see that little boy, you know, when I was growing up, and if you even think of doing something wrong, you see, once I see my neighbor or somebody, just an elderly person who knew my mother, me have to stop. Because at the end of the day, that lady is going to tell, that lady or that gentleman is going to tell my mother, my behavior. They're going to say to my mom, Miss Grace, you know, Miss your daughter and her behavior was really bad. I mean, when I was growing up, even until now, to how I respect elders, if I even carry on and I cuss a bad word, and when I look around, I see somebody which I know is an elderly person, or it happens to me regular with my aunties. I would laugh and I would normally say, I would tell if you come out here now, man. Because I was so, you're in the mood for cuss the person, but when you look, the words them what you gonna say, you're disrespecting your aunt. So sometimes when we say things and when I turn on and look, and my sister, one of my auntie them, they say, what, go on over now, what you come out here for? If me evil daddy and we are play games or anything, and me say a bad word, and me look and me see my auntie, my ball out, say, sorry auntie. Because that's how we grow up, with principle, respect. That if I even see somebody that is elder than me, I don't want to cuss that word that I want to use. I refuse from doing it. But I am wondering what these children, I am thinking maybe it's the water that they're drinking. As I heard the man say that the Prime Minister want to take America and bring it in Jamaica, which that is impossible. That is impossible. If you go to America and the places them where them call say is ghetto, go there and look who lives there. Go there and look who live when them say these are the bad areas in Bronx and all those places in America. Just go there and do a review and look at the people them that live there, where they're from. Look where they are from. Children live what them learn. Once upon a time, me and my uniform, I dare not do anything for anybody to see. So how I respect my uniform and I respect my school. I dare not do anything at all. Because the minute that I do something, I am going to wonder if when I go to school tomorrow, the principal is going to call me up and say, what have you? Fighting, you don't fight. You don't argue with teachers. Some things that make kids getting up doing no. You don't argue with teachers. You don't argue with teachers. And yes, you have children where you can talk. When me I grow up, you don't have to get beaten, you know. Honestly, you don't have to get beaten. Some kids need to get schooling, but you don't have to. In my time when me I grew up, me is a 80s boy. When me I grew up, you see when my mother talk, and she talk one time and she say, that for do, and it not do. You see when she come, she not tell me again, you know. I just the look. You see the look where she look, you move same time. You know when she open her mouth again. I don't know who can relate to it. When my mother talk to me, if she tell me to do that, I'm gonna tell you this. When we grow up, we grow with, that's why I'm saying, when I was growing up, we have chores to do. Each person get them chores to do. And if Friday when I come from school, because school normally is over early on a Friday, and I know that my white blouse, I supposed to put them in soak, rub them up with cake soap, and put them in a with little bleach, because you not use bleach, you know, just a little bleach, but you're going to rub them up in a cake soap, cover them, and put them down for Saturday for wash, for go up on the line. So when I come home from Friday, I know I do that, or I get up early Saturday morning, rub underneath the collar part, one of the neck and them part there, and put them down. You of course you know exactly. Sometimes if me even there I play, I know my mother come from work 5 o'clock. You see when me I watch the time and me I ask somebody what time. Every second me I ask what time. Because you see when it touch 4, I'm gone do what I do. Because when my mother come home, everything was supposed to be done. You have kids now get up and talk back to them parents. Up till today, me's a big woman. And sometimes me very upset and me want to answer my mother. You see, before I answer my mother, anywhere she can attest to it. If me go get that ignorant, and me know I'm a mother, me cannot answer. You know what I do? What I do to her? I hang up the phone if we're on the phone talking. Because I cannot answer to how I want to answer, I hang the phone up. I'm not going to stay on the phone. I'm not going to settings and disrespect my mother. Because at the end of the day, that's my mother and I love her very much. And regardless of what, I was brought up in a single home as a single mother. But when it comes on to respect and manners, that was taught to me. If me even go to around now and do things, I must me want to do it off of my own. But it was taught to me how to put myself as a girl child, and I was the only girl. I was the only girl. My mother get 4 of us. I'm the only girl and the last born. 3 brothers. 3 brothers and me as a sister only. So I was taught and things. But these kids, when I see that little boy come with a stone them and him pass the teacher. And I mean, when you know you're going to do something, you don't see the camera, but when the camera come out, you reject from doing what you're doing. It's like when the camera go on the little boy. That's when him get the strength and the power to do more. That is when he get the strength and the power to do more. When I see him fling off all the teacher, I was like, what this world coming to? What this world coming to? These are the type of children we're producing on the earth. This is the type, and you're gonna have people sit and talk about maybe he's a single father or maybe he's a single mother. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's a single parent or your both parents is at home. It doesn't matter. It's about you as a child. If you were taught that as a child, listen, it no care what going around you. It no matter what, you know care the state or community where you live in and what's going on around you. Yes, you're gonna be affected a little when the crime and violence, but at the end of the day, it doesn't mean that you're supposed to go out there and follow. It doesn't mean you're supposed to go out there and follow. Listen, children know wrong from right. Children know wrong from right. So if they're gonna do something and they know it's wrong, they know. Worse when that's not a baby. Don't a baby we born nowadays know wrong from right. Much less a child would have been 10 or 12-year-old. Or 8. Don't a baby know what is wrong from right? Because if you have a child and you grow up that child, and if him go every day and him touch that and you slap him know him not supposed to touch it. He know that he not supposed. If you see him go for something every day and you constantly slap him, when him go look and pass it, and know so if him touch it, him go get a slap. So when me hear the Prime Minister, as what the young man, I didn't hear allegedly because I don't want nobody put me in a problem. When I hear that young man come out and say the Prime Minister say no schooling for children. Children have to get touch up. Whether them be uptown, touch up. They have to get touch up at time. It doesn't matter where they're from. Children need to get touch up. And you see when them sit down, that's why they know, because they understand and know that, listen, they hear people saying, oh, if you like your kids, they're going to get in a problem. No. Don't do that. School your child the right way. And you're supposed to can talk to your child without even schooling your child. When I was growing up, me have to definitely rude and bad forget lick. My mother could have just talk. I would know exactly say, listen, if we not do what you have to do, you know we're going to come after. I have a certain look where parents give will make you move. When you're growing up, come up, you know, she talk and you know move. She just come by my name and the look what she give me, I know me forget up and move. if you get up and move towards it. So these children nowadays, they're so disobedient. Them go to school, them a fight off teacher, them a fight off them parents. What about me? Because if I the teacher, we teach them. What about me as a stranger? You know that one day I was at a bus stop and I see a little boy that I know. Him don't know me, you know. I know him mother, I know him father. And I was at the bus stop. I had a stall there and I was selling. And when I sit down, that little boy, he was going home, but he was waiting on the bus. And when I hear that little boy start chip out some word all time out, and he's in his uniform, you know. He is in his uniform. And when he start chipping word them, and when I look and I know him mother, I know him father. And I said, this is not, I don't know his father. I've never seen his father on the wrong side to know him of a person to behave like that, but I don't know him. Neither his mother. And when I turned to him and I said, no man, this not sound good. You're in a uniform. And he was going to reply to me, because he start murmur. And I said, listen, I need to see your mother and talk to your mother about you. Because I never know that you would have come and behave like this in your uniform. And when I call him mother name to him and tell him, and when I call him father name, and the children them start laugh out and say, yes, you know your mother and your father for true. Yes, you know your mother and your father. And that is how him fix himself and calm down. He never walk me more till him bus come and him go up on him bus. Never walk back. He never say, I want to tell you, say the little boy out there and him chip some word and him chip and him galang and him chip and then laugh and wood. I say, listen, our kids coming from school, man, not supposed to act better. In a uniform. Act as a child. Stop bringing down disgrace on the school. Stop bringing down disgrace on the school. You know, when me I go to school, if me I go fight, me have a top in my bag. Because the bottom no must know, because you have different school wear, but your top always have on the logo and you're known by your shirt blouse. So you see, when you usually go to school, we don't just get up and fight, we plan to fight. If we go fight, we fight on a Friday. Because we know, say, we're going home after Friday, no school Saturday, no school Sunday, so Monday, it all figured unless something we really got to the principal, and when you're in your class Monday morning, you will see she come in the see and dry out. But the girls, them usually carry them blouse, change off them top, or put on blouse over them top. At least fighting is not good, but at least them did have a little principle for them uniform, because them know them uniform top are going to show with the logo. That is how them usually do it. And when they fight on a Friday, remember say school now open back till Monday morning, so it no must recall up back. Unless when them fight, damage happen where them damage one another or something, and parents get involved and come back and whatever. But I don't know what's wrong with these kids nowadays. I don't know what is wrong with them. Why they are being so disobedient. I don't know if it's the water them drinking, if something throwing out the water. And sometimes you have to be careful how you speak. You see me, when we come on here to speak about certain topic, I be very careful, you know, because there's people always open at them feelings. Them get offended about things, and you say you have to be careful. Me grew up in a ghetto. Good children come from the ghetto. Children come from the ghetto. I remember one time I go out. I was working at a particular, and when I speak, what do you You go out and you go amongst other people. You train yourself. You learn how to speak. And when I remember somebody asked me where you're from, and when I tell them, the person say you're lying. Why you saying that you're from there? You're not from there. And I turn to the person and say, why would I lie from where I'm from? I have no reason to. I have no reason to. So no compound media come make it chicken the bowl. When a child born and they get to you expect the worst from them. No. You have parents who struggle with them children. Teach them the best. But you have some children and them just go out and them choose to follow bad company and behave bad. And that is when the parents them come in and we scold them. So me now withdraw schooling from children because children supposed to get schooling at the end of the day when you school them. Maybe you know help, but at some point in time, they will see and have respect. They will have respect. So when I go to school, you open it and you get licked with your belt. You can remember a belt named Dr. Bimbo. You know, when I was going to school, I don't give much trouble. You have to definitely trouble me. I don't give trouble. I went to Donabin Primary. And it's one time my mother ever owned that school. One time. She ever go in that school with bad behavior, because at the end of the day, I don't trouble people. No, I run my joke, I will have fun, but I don't trouble people. I don't go around, and I can remember one lunchtime I was on a fence and I was watching the girls them play Dandy Shandy. Not even them something them in a play when I go to school. So I take pride in myself. I always have to clean, go home dirty, the uniform clean, tucking and everything. You neat. That's how I take pride in myself when I was going to school. And I was on the fence laying down, and this young man come from nowhere and him bam and kick the fence. And the fence in the old stay, when he kick the fence, him know that me dey pan it and he knows so it's gonna reflect, So him do it on purpose. When he kick the fence, me dey ground, I eat dirt. And you get up and you see so many people are so embarrassed. And the ignorance of what I have. I run him down the whole day around the schoolyard. I run him down and him never stop running until the bell ring. For sure you. And I can't catch him. And the bell ring, and when the bell ring, your lunchtime over, so you go back to your class. You know what I did? I never go in my class. When the bell ring, I know I'm going to go in my class. I'm going in a theme class. Not pass all the teacher. To all me the ignorant and angry time have me run up and down to catch him. And I couldn't catch him. I pass the teacher and go in my class fee. And that is how I was sent to the principal office. That was how I was sent to the principal office. I never forget Miss Mass. That teacher, Miss Mass. May her soul rest in peace. You know what Miss Mass did to me that day? When teacher bring me down and tell her that, I passed her in her class and I went. And I fought off the boy and I tell them what happened, and then say, why you never got to the teacher? And Miss Mass was going to beat me, and Miss Mass have her slippers. She never go for the Dr. Bimbo. I can't forget that bell. She take off her slippers. If I can remember Anne-Marie. Anne-Marie, if you're anywhere here on my live and you see this, you can attest to it. I was have a friend named Anne-Marie. And she beat me with it, and she said I must go home. She suspend me and then send me home for that. When it's the boy rang, I was just defending myself. And that's how my mother reached in school. And when my mother reached in school and them tell my mother what have you, what have you. Never get problem yet, never fight, nothing. That was just the first. And when mommy was going home back, and Marie said to mommy, say, mommy, she tell her, say, the teacher take her slippers and beat her. Time my mother was a Christian, and my mother turned back. And when she go in there, she said, my mother and her start. And that was, I not even did tell my mother that. I not even did tell my mother that, say, she used her slippers to beat me. And I wasn't the person what that's wrong. The only wrong I was wrong that I passed the teacher and go female in classroom. That was the only wrong I wrong. Or when me pass, me full of dirt, my mouth and the dirt, everything same. When me go to school, me not really fight. You have to definitely trouble me for me to wait in. I don't fight. I don't mix up. I don't give trouble that way. So all I'm saying, parents, we know you try your very best. And some parents, they don't try none at all. They don't care. You grow up with a child. When I say child, it's supposed to be stern right through, you know. But there's a limit. There's a place and a time. Sometimes you know what happened to us as parents? We always run joke or run some joke when we're supposed to run with the children. And then they take it to another level. And when we reach at the stage where when they might get too far, it is too late. So that means time and place for everything. You run a joke and you run it with the child, yes. But when you go back and you say something and it's the child determined upon it, you make him not to listen. You have to be serious. Don't run a joke with me. Don't. You see me here? We have some nieces. Me not run joke with them. Me not run joke with them. Because you see what me never achieve in a life, I think they're supposed to come and achieve that. I make me proud as a proud auntie. And you see, if them come to the test where them not have no behavior, me not deal with them none at all. I mean, I make them know straight up, say you don't have no behavior. Because right at this very moment, I have nieces that I don't talk to. Because me can't then take care of you, and at the end of the day, when me take care of you, you don't remember me as an aunt. You know more than me. I saw you have to deal with children. Them no more than you. Make them know you are the guardian. You are the elder person for them. You have to make them know that. So if them feel like say them more than you, them chat along. If they feel like they're more than you, you let them chat along. But I can love them from afar. I love them just the same. But I just not want to deal with the stupidity from them. Not me. And I want the best for them. The best for all of them. I have 4 nieces. 2 in Jamaica. No, 5. 3 in Jamaica. 1 in England. And 1 in Bahamas. And I love all of them. Sometimes them custom I love some more than some no. I love all of them, but when you have to put in them place, you have to put them in them place. You have to make children know that you're a child. And if them not deal with it, you not deal with them. Them no more than you. I love them. I want the best for them. The very best for them. Nothing but the best for them. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to stoop to them stupidity. They know I love them as an aunt. They know that. Just not that. Them know I love them as an aunt, as a mother, as a sister, as a friend. But there's certain boundaries where you have to set as parents. You have to set that boundary and make them know that they are a child. You're the parent. You're the guardian. You're the elder for them. You're not going to say you love them, you take love and spoil. No. You set that boundary. Set that boundary for them. And make them know, say, listen, when you come around Auntie Nisha, you know Auntie Nisha not this, Auntie Nisha not that. She not this, she not that. So you know when you go around her, you know enough for this, you know enough for that. You set boundary. You love them. You give them the best. Anything they want, you give them. You love them up. But when there's a certain time, the boundary for them, you have to set it. Them they on phone too late, you cut them off at a certain time. Listen, your phone, carry come put in my room and my dresser when you see 8 o'clock. Your phone time done. Can you have kids? Them with their on phone right through till the next morning asleep. When them forget up for go school, them cannot wake. They cannot wake. Because them they on phone. So you have to set boundaries. Take phone from them. Sometimes you go through all the phone. You see what them up to. Sometimes you go through all the phone to see what them up to. And I tell them, my niece going to Meadowbrook and she went in the late. And I just call and I say, listen, you need to put your phone on alarm. That same phone where you're upon and live, it's supposed to can go on alarm for you wake up. Don't make that because you just start out school. You're not supposed to not going to wake up late that you're not going to school. Those are the things me not depend. Because I'm a timely person. When it come on to timely person. When the grades them come in, them for up and running. Up and running. So certain things, when the free time come, you get the free time. But you see, when the free time end, you know that's it. It's time for you to go back and settle in and go to the book work. Go back to the book work. I have a niece. How much subject she passed? Was it 5? And I'm so proud of her. And honestly, I never believed she would have passed 5. I think she took 7 or 8 and she passed 5. And I'm proud of her. Proud of her. So you have to set boundaries. Set boundaries now. All of them go school way. Yes. Good school, good grades. So what me never become this doctor or this big Discu all my life when I'm growing up and I still have that dream that I want to be my own boss with my own bar and restaurant running or open my own, yes, be an entrepreneur, do my own thing, and I still have that in mind that not gone far from me. But I want them come out with something good. So when the Prime Minister could come out and talk about no schooling for children, have to get a little touch up now and then. They have to. They have to get a little touch up now and then. You know, so when parents have them children are foreign and them get Miss Jamaica parents have kids are foreign, that's what them do to them. Put them on the plane and carry them come to Jamaica. Come give them little to make them know. Little schooling have to go on. You see all some little people when them parents then kiss teeth back answer them parents. Huh? Them some of them are right. Them some I wonder if for the water something you know with them a drink. I don't know. Because so time I go on now, anything is possible. Anything is possible. But at the same time, we as parents have to set boundaries for our children for them to have respect for us and for others. We have to set boundaries. A lot of disobedient child are out there and them can turn. You have some parents that have no love neither. Them not have no time for love of them kids. When kids come home with homework and all these things, them not have no time. You have some parents that have no time for that. Them don't know homework go. Them don't know nothing. Them don't take up them kids bag and them they go through them book. Them to see how them a do. Nothing. Them they sit down with them picnic and try to teach them any little nothing. No do them no spellings, nothing. Nothing. So at the end of the day, I understand it, you know. Worse if it's that, because I'm not gonna blame a father, just like we have that father that come on the social media and say, listen, he must school as long as him not beat film child for killing child. He must school film child. Because children forget scolding. All you have to do is beat them for damage them. Don't beat them for damage them, but give them the scolding. Give them the scolding. Give them it. Me have one auntie, when a child rude, she pinch. She pinch. Pinch. So minute that father will come out and talk and say, oh, my school film child, when he put on the lick, they must come take it off. I am so proud of you as a dad. I am so proud of you. Every word what you say from start to finish. Father, I agree with you 101%. I am so agree with you. Children forget schooling. It starts from the home. It starts from the home. And when you go out and anything wrong on the child and the behavior and them disrespect, parents them get cussing. The parents them get cussing. Because them not go say the child go amongst other child and adapt it from other children, you know. If you grow up bad people then come from ghetto and then this and that. Good children come from the ghetto. A lot of good children come from the ghetto. Good, respectable children come from the ghetto. I can attest to that. Me's one, so I can attest. Good children come from the ghetto. Yes, I am one. I can attest to that. So nothing wrong with the ghetto. The ghetto is just the ghetto. It's how you get it from out of the ghetto. You can't live in the ghetto and adapt to nothing in the ghetto. You can. You can live in the ghetto, you don't adapt to nothing in the ghetto. So guys, I'm going to leave you as I said. Love your children. Children, obey your parents. Obey your parents. Not only your parents. Teacher get up for left time come at school. To teach, you know. Be respectful. Be respectful for teachers. Be respectful. Teacher come for teach, you know. Be respectful. Have little respect regardless of what. Be respectful to teachers. Not only to teachers alone. Elders. Your older siblings. Your older brother. Your older sister. Auntie. Anybody at all. Want a person older than you. Not even if a person even older than you. Be respectful. Start with love. We need to love each other. We lack love. That is what we lack. See, when we lack love, we do anything. We start. We need to go back to the ground of loving each other. You step on my toe, we say sorry, we're going back. You step on a man toe now, a big fight. You step on all in clocks or something. Them a go to school and them buy them. They want clocks to go to school and you step on them clocks. A war. If they all have book and you step on it, them not war with you. But you step on them clocks, a big war. Some of them a brush with them walk, all kind of trend. Brush with them ear and this and that. You step on that, a problem. Step on one pencil is nothing to them. Because they no must have to use the pencil. But they have to want them brush for brush their ear and all these things. We need to start having love. Love each other. We need to go back to that. Love. Children, obey your parents. Obey your parents. So guys, I'm going to leave you now. Have a blessed night. May the Almighty God protect you guys. Cover you under his wings until tomorrow. I see you guys. So peace out. Bye. And guys, please, I'm asking you. I have a little announcement to make. Sorry. I have a little announcement to make, but I'm not ready yet. I'm watching for this week before I make that announcement, because I love to come and make announcements. Yes, guys. So guys, please go watch my videos, like them up, share them, subscribe, comment. May we have this friendly communication down in the comment section. Yes, guys. So remember, guys, please like, share, subscribe, comment. Peace out. Bye.